If you notice where he says he hangs out, he even said it today. He was talking to CK this morning. He says he hangs out right underneath the camera, and all you gotta do is get the app, and you'll see him right under there. What is that telling you? Where he hangs out, he does figure eights. He walks around because he's nervous. He's paranoid. So he does figure eights because he doesn't walk a straight line. He's worried someone's gonna tap him on the shoulder.
Pussy.
That was fantastic. You never hear me saying, yeah, I'll meet you, and I'm right under a public camera. Or they have a police camera there, or it's a hot neighborhood. Why meeting in the location where there's so many eyes and law enforcement present? That's because he's scared.
It's his fault where he hangs out is high impact and for real, man? Oh, I'm sorry.
Definitely real. You might as well meet in the middle of Times Square then, if that's the case.
I'm sorry, I'm such a hoe, I gotta live in Soho.
Isolation going on right there. Well, I did give him an invitation to meet me at the salt mine location. He didn't want to do it. He made all kind of please, man. He made all kind of excuses, but you should have heard him. I gave him the time and I gave him the location. And it's law enforcement. The building's law enforcement, one police plaza. I told him the time to meet me. And he bitched out like normal. Time, man. Honestly, if that's you, whoever it is, who's that Vic, is that you trying to carry it? You're doing absolutely nothing. Just want to inform you that, whoever it is. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, real.
It is really true, ain't it, Johnny Iron Man? That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I'll do anything, so I just want to let you know. You go around to Times Square and just put on the same clothes you got on. Wow. Yo, but I love that new line he made up just a little while ago. That he knocked out 12 motherfuckers. You heard him? He knocked out 12. Yeah. He's knocked out 12. The only people he could physically possibly knock out is someone fucked up on K2 where the point where they're staggering on them, they're falling on themselves, where they're not even conscious of their own existence. That's the only people he takes advantage of. I'm doing 350. Fragrant, somebody that's really drunk, that's wobbling, ready to fall on their own. That's the person.
It wouldn't be so bad if they both didn't sound like they really got men proteins ripping off their lips, gargling on the back of their tonsils and their voice box. Listen to it.
Well, he's actually 1-0, and that's against a female. That's Debbie. He did actually put a woman in a coma. That's the only person he ever knocked out.
Man, why can't we see no paperwork, no document, no police blotter, the way we could find out everything about you and your family? How come there's no police blotter or documentation on this?
Dishwash, because people are not rats or snitches like you. That's why. No one's going to put that information out there. Doesn't mean we don't have it. Concrete, fake concrete.
Well, I've yet to see anybody else out here other than you, T, or your little clique corroborate that it exists.
So you're saying Debbie don't exist then, huh? She was just a fragment of your imagination?
Oh, no, all my ex-girlfriends exist. We're just looking for the charge, the document, or the felony conviction. Or last but not least, an attempted murder charge for beating somebody into a coma.
Richie, you know what? I'm not even going to waste any more time, man, because all of this is in your own words.
I don't know, public. It sounds like it's all in his own words, and I'm trying to get him to show and prove it to y'all. Maybe I'm wrong.
Or the beatdown, and you chose the beatdown. You took the lesser charge. Am I correct or am I wrong? What charge did you accept? And you claim you didn't want to accept the gun charge because then you would be out in 2 to 4 years, and every cop would be gunning for you, every crooked cop. I mean, the stories that come out of your mouth are mind-boggling, really. You should have been a fucking writer. Stephen King got nothing on you.
So it might be clear to understand this. You take my words and my video gates and try to blow them up and convince the world of otherwise? Oh, Punky, shame on you. I thought maybe you were going to deliver something that's not in Richie's video games, you know. Show and prove something that Richie couldn't. Ha 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 ha.
No, the point of the matter is your own mouth, your own confession.
My own mouth took over your whole world. My career's got you shook. Am I to be ashamed or embarrassed of any of it? Hell no. Am I clear to make everybody out here understand I'll never be ashamed or embarrassed for it? Hell no.
So you're not ashamed or embarrassed of putting a woman in a coma, practically only inches from killing her. So you're proud of that. You're proud of beating a woman merciless. The woman was unconscious. She was in a coma for almost a week. And you're proud of this action. So you see, people like you deserve to be locked down for 20, 30 years. You don't deserve to mingle with society because you're demented, you're psychotic, you're a womanizer, woman beater, and you need to be incarcerated. But then again, why should a taxpayer pay $75 for a dirtbag like you to keep in prison when the easiest solution would be a firing squad?
I'm sorry, Punky Fireman. In the state of New Jersey, the cost to house an inmate daily because of corruption and taking money from the government is over $300 a day daily. Yeah, we know. 3 days you can have them housed in their own room in a nice apartment. We know, but it's not about that. It's about extorting government funds, privatizing the system, and keeping it in gangsters' pockets. But inside the event, Punky, I'm real clear to understand that I'm dying, and it doesn't matter what I tell you. All you have to do is produce any kind of document that says I beat somebody into any kind of coma for a week, and if they were in a coma for 30 seconds, the attempted murder charge that gets accompanied by that coma status. If you could do that, Punky, then you're a star out here, and I'll take down my antenna. If you could produce something that didn't come from Richie's video gates, I'll take down my antenna. If you could attempt to come and deliver a lungie, we'll never hear you again. The king is clear.
First of all, why would I want to take you to take down your antenna?
Oh, man, listen to this fucking plea cop and junkie. Yo, Brooklyn, he's all yours. If you don't know how to work your verbal the way I could, then just don't key up, guys. I'm out of here. He's all yours for the rest of the night. Now show me y'all don't want me to lock it down. Because, you know, when I do that, they all shut up. As long as they know for a fact my ears aren't there, they're quiet.
Please don't lock it down. Please, Mr. Richie, don't lock the channel down. Let him talk. Let him talk, Richie. Let him talk. Just don't lock the channel. We already know the monster got the grip on you, man. The monster is your life sentence, not mine. Remember that. Don't do it. Don't lock the channel down, Richie. Come on.
What'd you say, Dr. Love? Let him cry? Let him wish I'm suffering from his fatal disease? Yeah, I think that's a good thing. I think Brooklyn gonna come alive in a couple of minutes of me not keying up and just clown him. Cause he make it so easy.
Well, we love it. We love it when you gotta talk like that, Richie. We love to talk. We love to talk, Richie. Let him talk. Let him express yourself, Richie. That's all. Dr. Love, shut up.
You mean let him try to convince the public of lies? Most certainly. Because my video gates capture those lies. And when we put out a little bit of truth like 383 First Avenue, scum go crazy.
Based on Richie's YouTube video coming from his own mouth, and any information, any intelligence gathering that I put together from my PI, that's gonna stay with me until further notice. Sure.
Oh shit, we're on the PI selling the story Dreams again? That ain't the same PI that told you I live at 590 Clarkson, is it?
Goddamn, you didn't think good. That was just a diversion. He's walking around with a motherfucking ankle bracelet. Can you fucking pull the big mouth? Can you shut the fuck up? You can't do a motherfucking thing together. You just go with it. You're like a motherfucking crab in a motherfucking barrel, bitch. You hold on to the fucking rest of them. You can't pull a goddamn thing by that white man. You want to be a shard of motherfuckers. But Dr. Love. Dr. Love starts bugging out for no reason.
Nah, Dr. Love said he's got other people giving him evidence that you guys are pussies and ran from Richie on sight.
Damn spitball motherfucker, Richie. You ain't gonna do shit to Richie. All you damn sure you gonna get your cousin or your uncle or you get your father to beat Richie up. You ain't gonna beat him up. By the tone of your voice, I know you ain't gonna beat no fucking Richie up, okay? Fighting ain't gonna do it's just a goddamn joke. The fourth ain't got no physical on Richie and Richie beat his wife up and knocked him down in a coma. He probably got information from somebody like 79 came out there. I think Dr. Love's angry because we give Richie too much attention.
This guy right here. He says you're getting evicted. He said all your neighbors are calling up complaining to the FCC that they need us.
So this 79 had out here one day on the goddamn channel. I have no hope of Richie getting locked up. I was talking to 79 about that with all the goddamn jokes.
They put your phone number on the screen. The man you're complaining about the radio station. They put his address on the screen. The man is here and the phone calls up here. We're out here. Do you think they're taking into consideration the document from Rock or from his neighbor? When that computer says when these calls are coming on 460, do you think they investigate? Well, think about it. We got 1,000 phone calls. And they all say that from 46th Street with our computers and the technology found us not one call is from anywhere within that vicinity.
I've never seen a grown man get so upset
Look,
because of another man getting the truth told, you know? I'm just providing truth and justice. I'm not
Is he back on the truth and justice shit? After all those months of making threats and telling lies and being proved, he's still trying to claim he's delivering truth and justice? Shit.
Like Richie out here. He's entertainment. And Dr. Love's getting all irate. I don't understand. Hey, Dr. Love, man, we get so upset for no one's threatening your buddy there. Your motherfucking Coolito and get that fucking money. Coolito? What the fuck are they talking about? Motherfucker, you go.
He said, put it up your Coolito, where you sit and talk from. Ha 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 ha.
Fucking hammer on it, Richie. Hey, Richie, what kind of love grip you got on Dr. Love, man? Because he's like, I don't know, he's like your soulmate or something.
Actually, my soulmate is a beautiful little girl with the last name Pistone, one of the 3 Pistones, and she's sitting right across the water with the radio on, listening to a funky motherfucking junkie like you.
Richie still thinks Sade's listening to him in Jersey waiting for him.
You know, that's like Cupcake swearing she's not even in the country, she don't even know you. And I said, dog, she right across the water watching me booming on her radio at about 30 plus. And less than 48 hours later, paparazzi catches her celebrating her birthday where? In Bayonne, New Jersey. I don't know, Enforcer. Maybe my gates are just too real to feel. The DJ, Big Boy, the DJ production, the remix of Nothing Can Come Between Us with a little bit of Outkast cooperation was produced and published on 127. Up yours, Punky.
With my boy in McDonald. So who's this Miss Pistone? Sade? So Sade's real name is Pistone. Am I to understand this clearly?
Am I to understand that every day this man cannot digest or swallow the truth? There's a difference between Richie and Punky Fireman. Richie's stories are very consistent, very precise, and very to the point. They never sway, they never diminish, and they never get bigger. Which means one thing, you better be very clear to understand, Richie speaks facts. When it comes to Richie's job, Richie's soon-to-be wife, Richie's trainer or mentor, Richie's in-law family, just know this, when it comes to me, they're never the pissed ones. I gotta go.
So I want to know one thing. Am I to understand this clearly? You got $24 million in frozen assets. You feel that you're being harassed. You're being
It's actually a little more than that, dude. It's really just a nose hair more than that. But, yeah, I guess you could say when I walked away from my wedding, Joe had to learn that his daughter was worth 8.5 and I was worth 24. That was in 2000. She with her 2 tours netted, it turned 8 into 46. So I don't need a dime from her because I got my own. I'm just a little aggravated that I'm not 3 times her worth now. Now she's 3 times mine. But it ain't no thing. What's hers is hers, and what's mine is hers. The king got now.
Alright, so when your assets become unfrozen, you're gonna buy me an amp, right?
Guys, you could take care of the funky monkey junkie acting like scared paparazzi. I'm clear. Hey, Dr. Love, it's in a safe place with that video of me smoking that shit on Utica Avenue.
Alright, I'll check it out. I want to see that shit that you're smoking. I want to see how big your crack pipe is. Because if you ain't that little crack pipe you got, I can find you a bigger crack pipe. I go to one of these stores that got the coffee pot that got that. You see coffee coming up in there, how the measurement of the coffee. I'll take that damn thing out of there and get you a screen and put you a screen in there and you can get $25 worth of crack. I mean, I don't see Richie is Dr. Love a good guy or a bad guy. And whenever Richie's getting his ass ripped, Dr. Love seems to be out there jumping up and down like his cheerleader. I never understood that. So all he wants to do is talk about me. He wants to pinpoint what I do, when I do it. I think he's taking notes. That's okay. I can understand the infatuation, being who I am and being who he is. He just can't help himself. 383 3rd Avenue. Yeah, 383 3rd Avenue. And they give me your goddamn address now. White man said you ain't got nothing. No fireman ain't got nothing but a fucking room. The white man said you ain't got nothing but a fucking room. You ain't got no apartment. Is Richie's crack money? He smokes crack with Richie, Dr. Love. You're damn right I smoke crack with Richie. Now get the fuck out of cracking my ass, bitch. Stay out the crack of my ass and let me keep on smoking crack with my goddamn buddy. You stay from out the crack of my ass. Cause I know you got shit stains on your nose, sucker. Do you think Richie's... You mama Richie's beat, Joe. You mama Richie beat. Never seen a Johnny. Another man's rescue like this. It's mind-boggling. It really is. Go, John. Roll Richie's ass, sucker. Dr. Love. Don't sound too mugged up to me. Sounds real nice. And all I got to run is a 2-pill. That's all I run. Love, Mr. Richie. Dr. Love, fucks Richie. Dr. Love, screw Richie. Dr. Love, get a job, no job. Dr. Love, smoke crack with Richie. Nah, I was sort of taking a nap, so I had it on, but I didn't hear you. I'm sorry I missed that. Jackass. Fuck you. Yeah, I just shut it off. It was actually... If Floss is crying and Richie's not shoulder or knock this motherfucking crack pipe out my motherfucking mouth, Mr. Tough Guy. Come on, tough guy. Get out my tough side. Get out, get out, feet.
Well, that's the best thing to do, because if you keep turning it on and turning it off, it'll be twice the bill. That's what I mean. If you turn it on,
Dr. Love is Truth and Justice repellent.
And no hold out for jaw. God damn, fuck you, Leroy. Oh, Leroy, you fucking crazy. Well, Doc, I ain't telling the goddamn truth. Telling it like it is. God motherfucking Leroy. Come back, Leroy. I'm having an attack. Come back. Yeah, Dr. Love. I want you to talk to the Spanish guy.
Hey, yo, Dr. Love.
Mira, let me tell you something, Papi. Hey, Papi, you know what they call Dr. Love, okay? Okay, Dr. Love is older than you, okay, Papi? You sound like a young boy. If you can't buy the leche, don't be looking for the tetas, okay? You want to suck that bitty, you go ask mommy, go get a leche, okay? Oh, shit. Give us a move, Leroy. Hey, mira, you little punk. You little punk, you know all that talk on that ese policía, all right? Ese policía take the blackjack and put it in your burrito without, like the plunger, Leroy. Yeah, Dr. Love. Richie will take the plunger and put it up his ass.
Hey, Dr. Love.
Come on.
hey, Rich.
Yeah, hold on, Mike. I gotta get Dr. Love's attention.
Richie,
Is Dr. Love a friend or a foe?
Dr. Love has been a friend since those late nights in 2000 when I was closing down that Chester shopping mall. And when my soon-to-be wife, that gorgeous girl with the black hair and the big cherry lips, would leave the shop, and I have to be realizing that's going down, Doc got me through some rough nights. So I guess you could say in all actuality, while Doc is pulling Punki Pliamon's card and explaining some facts, he's always going to wind up friend. Even when he turned into Leroy, Dr. Jekyll, and Mr. Hyde, he's still going to be friend.
damn right, Richie. You ain't did a damn thing to me, Richie. You ain't did a fucking thing to me. You ain't broke none of my damn radios. If I want my radio fixed, I'll bring it to you, and you'll fix my radio. Ain't nobody out here, you broke nobody's goddamn radio, or you stole anything out the big man's truck, broke into the big man's truck, and stole his goddamn tools. Somebody else did that. You didn't do it. So why I gotta have evil towards you and come out with all this bad shit and everything like that? I don't know nothing about you killed your wife. I mean, you beat your wife up and anything like that. This is a false you got there putting a rumor out there about you, Richie. Well, Enforcer, you don't know. Let me tell you. Mr. Enforcer, you focus on that goddamn video gate that Richie got. Man, oh man. Richie got some shit on video gate of you. And you can't shoot him, man, neither. Richie he got your goddamn picture up there. Richie got your goddamn picture. I was asking Richie, hey Richie, where's the motorcycle? Where's the motorcycle that the Enforcer got?
Tommy's house on the driveway under the tops, like the photographs show. The broken down white pickup and the motorcycle. You know, remember last year when he was begging me for directions and I clearly explained to him that even a child could find me? Oh no, I'm sorry. Richie's been telling him 46 in Winthrop for how long? 2 years? And he plays dumb. Yet recently he swears he paid a private investigator, and he swears 590 Clarkson, man. You gotta hear the description, the elaborating details he swears he paid for. So I did my video and added it to Radio Wars. 590 Clarkson, L.o.l, junkie.
Hey Richie, this Forrest has got, he's smart, he's got a good IQ, okay? If he wanted to know where he live at, he don't have to come over to your house. All you gotta do is go on the goddamn computer and go on Google's map, go to Yahoo map, go to one of those motherfucking maps, and just look in there and see your goddamn building, and your motherfucking block that you live on. He can do all that. You know, could be like Cotside, could be big on there, right? I think he's scared, Richie. I think that goddamn firefighter fucking scared because he can't put out just fire. Your fire's so motherfucking hot, Richie. You sing the song, baby, come.
Hey, Sir Michael Anthony Action.
Yes, sir.
You see how Dr. Love shut the two junkies down right quick? Put them right in their place. Pointed out, look, the old man pointed out their lies and their dream selling. All right. They can spread every lie and a rumor in the world. You don't ever see us reacting when we do get hit with a little bit of truth. We just say, prove it. Now you hear him go crazy about 383 First Avenue. The government, wah! Yo, bitch. What, you hiding? Damn, come deliver your lungie already, man. Bring your Kevlar. Matter of fact, bring your pack of buddies with you. You know, the guys who don't know what's going on, so it look good. And maybe their story of me attacking you will hold up some weight in court. But with all I got on videogate, all I gotta do is spot you in my vision, and I'm taking you out.
What? Well, maybe she got a job back. I don't know, Rich. Just don't know. Fucking ass, man. That's what I liked about her. Nice fuck. She had no tits, but little itty bitty titty. Where's Chico and the man at, Richie? You know him, Richie? Chico the man? Chico was the fucking goat.
Doc got him. Just watch Doc work. Whenever Doc come off the key, get in on him. Just watch him work. He good. And they swear he's senile. He good. And they swear he's senile.
I'm free now, Richie. Hey, Richie, when you tell a motherfucker what time it is, then you senile, or you fucking retarded, or you goddamn, you're in a program, or you done lost your rabbit ass mind. Hey, Richie, they come up with all goddamn excuses and they can't get the piece of your ass.
Hey, Doc, you ain't senile, man. You see vile damn well, bro. Don't you worry about it.
You ain't forced to start crying, Richie. You ain't never said you were gonna be with your goddamn buddies on the corner, or all those goddamn dollar cabs. You would be right there standing by. You ain't seen up with that force and say, yeah, Richie, I'll come to McDonald's with my boys from the fire department, and what you gonna do then? That sounds like you're trying to punk out. Richie, sound like a punk.
Doc, the smart men out here, the real men out here know for a fact that if Richie spots him in his eyesight of vision on a Brooklyn sidewalk, do you know what's going to happen? They know. They can't wait for him to man up and show up because they know how the court, the law, and everything going to view it, the aftermath. Oh, well, he threatened the man for almost a year and a half, and he came to try to execute it, and the man just took him clean out.
Hey, Richie, he's a tall guy, about 5'7". He's a tall, skinny guy. Hey, Richie, you ain't got to try to hit him in the face. All you got to do is hit him in the goddamn rib cage. Right there like they do in boxing. Hit the motherfucker in the rib cage, and he goes fucking down like a crackhead. Like a guy on dope. You know, heroin and shit like that. He go down, but this clown will be Dr. Cheech.
Well, Doc, no disrespect, but I am really 5'7" and 205 pounds, with a size 10.5 shoe and toes that never hung out my sneaker. But Doc, like I said, any smart man out here, even law enforcement knows Richie got these cocksuckers gift wrap. You just got to put a postmark on it. Richie got these cocksuckers where they cannot move. All they could do is stand there and twiddle their thumbs while Richie goes, check.
You're right.
Put the fireman back on. Put the fireman on.
Hey, Doc, you don't hear Mike making requests.
Negative.
Where's the fireman? Fireman the fireman. Where is he? Civil service.
He's out there. He's laying back in the cut with his jabber. He got his cup of jabber. He's back there.
He can't afford coffee on his pay.
Hey, Mr. Fireman, it's a shame that you sit out here and talk about the government, how much money people made, to hear that you living in a one bedroom apartment and you got the bathroom in the hallway. Mr. Fireman, come on now. Tell us it's not so. Mr. Fireman, Dr. L.o.l works for his money. I get my little check, and I got a bedroom, I got a living room, I got a kitchen, I got a dining room, I got a bathroom. And look at you, you got one room, you got to sit on the toilet bowl after the next man, or you got to wait your motherfucking turn to take a shit.
He got you there, Punky fireman.
Yeah, as soon as we called fireman out that he's civil service, he disappeared. There's no civil service there. As soon as we said we called him out on being a fireman, he went irate. He's very upset. Give him a little time to collect himself, and then he'll be back. It's time for dinner. Cornflakes with sugar. It's time for dinner.
Mikey, I so deeply apologize and have to disagree, dog. The last time we put his government out, the people he living with started screaming in the background of that mic and didn't let that jerk off key up for a week. So I guess you could say, Mike, we're going to have him bounce from another 22.
Right, the fireman's got to take a number to take a shit when he go in the bathroom because somebody already got number 1. He's got number 3. They waiting to use the toilet bowl.
You're right, he does have number 1. He envies number 1. He loves number 1. He wants to be like number 1. And we know who number 1 out here is, huh? Mr. 127. One go lucky. The cop your mother warned you about. The cop. That cop's on the other side of the blue line. Fear and tremble. That's the sound of. I'm clear.
He got you there, Punky.
It was too hot in the kitchen, Richie.
Joanna, I love
Christ. What are you, stuck in an 80s ballad? There's Joanna, and then there's Diane.
Diana, I love you, Diana.
I heard you die if you get a piece of Di's pie high.
That was a great song, by the way.
You know, Mike, maybe you're right. Maybe that's where I did get that fatal infection that bad girl has that he says I have. Maybe it was when I was working in D.C. and popped his mommy in the back door.
That could be a problem. You know, they got drugs for that shit. Not the kind he's taking, though.
Well, you know, Mike, it really could be a problem. More so when he's going to have to go to his grave saying one of the last voices he heard on the CB radio is Richie. And then his kids, they got to go to the grave saying the same thing. And the kids, they're going to go to the grave saying the same thing. But by the time it gets up to the kids, I'll already be doing the kids radios and I'll be all good. Well, no points for Tony Brigliadoro's team today. Hey, Mike, did you hear Cupcake this morning openly admitting that in the last, couple of weeks, he's actually seen me numerous times, squatted on me, swears that I use my rank to put my head in vehicles and boss colleagues around that don't interfere with me. I don't know, Mike. I really don't know what to make of this, man. I mean, I have him clearly making many, many threats, clearly saying what he's going to do, clearly swearing it's perfect time, clearly admitting that he's actually on my Brooklyn sidewalk stalking me. I'd be mighty embarrassed to tell the world that he is, and he didn't do nothing. But Mike, I don't know. What do all those statements sign himself into? I don't know, man. I have no idea. I have no idea what that implication or the ramification of those statements say to the world, other than the fact that I'm a pussy.
Well, you are what you eat, so I can understand that. And if he's making these statements that he's been around you and he's done nothing, well, then the point is clear. It's true. He fears you. He wants to know what you're doing and what you're up to, and he could be a stalker. Only he's not the kind of stalker that wants to fight. He's the kind of stalker that wants to bend.
Well, I don't know, Mike. They claim I'm not the professional I am, but I clearly say that he already bought the ticket on 24030 aggravated harassment a long time ago. Now that aggravated harassment, along with the present statements of stalking, that becomes a conspiracy to commit murder. So I'd say that he already signed, sealed, and delivered himself to 24030. He already signed, sealed, and delivered himself to a stalking charge. When you put the threats together with the stalking and the stalking after the fact of the threats, what is that conspiring to do, Mike?
I see your point.
I'm sorry, I'm not that law enforcement official. And am I to be clear to understand, sir? I am not a Punki Pie. I'm a jailhouse prosecutor or lawyer. I think they have to wake up in the mirror and realize that if any one of them puts their eyes in front of mine, it's going to be the last set of eyes they see. And everybody out here, you know what they know? Richie's 127% correctamundo right again. Doc, it's not fair, Doc. Dr. Love, I'm so mad at you. You took the punk right out of Punky Plierman today. When you key up and plug up his ears, you know, he just gets so irate and turn into worse than a punk and Punky Plierman chicken, and he just clam up. Oh, man. But it's all right, Doc. Handle the light work. Leave the rest to me.
Well, here, Richie, we'll do it just that way. No doubt about it. Hey, Richie, I got rid of him and his goddamn honey bun. You heard his honey buns they set up, Doc? That's his honey bun.
Yo, did you hear how happy he was in the video gates when Suave started talking about touching? Yeah, how giddy and happy and ooh, he got over the thought of another man. So, ooh, fag.
Yeah, I know, Richie. You know,